This week's Athlete of the Week proved his athleticism in multiple events last weekend at the Hack Outdoor Track and Field Championships. Here's more on the multi-talented track and field athlete, Aaron Hannon. Scoring in 6 of 7 events he competed in, Hannon was named the men's high point scorer for the conference meet.
I remember me and you were watching.
Well, it was surprising actually when they first said it. Everybody started screaming. I didn't really hear my name, so I was like, "Are you sure?" And then overall, I mean, it made me really happy because I did a lot of events, and it's overwhelming. And just the fact that to be represented like that in the conferences, I enjoyed it a lot.
Hannon grabbed the gold in the 400-meter hurdles, silver in the long jump behind teammate Richie Bryant, and in the 4x100-meter relay. He placed 3rd in the 4x400-meter relay, 4th in the 110-meter hurdles, and 7th in the high jump. Assistant coach Mackie Valentine says Hannon's performance was one of Baker's best.
It was absolutely fabulous, amazing. The guy stepped up. He's a sophomore. Eligibility-wise, he's a freshman, but his performance is one of the best I've seen in the hack competition for a Baker athlete.
After a season-ending injury last spring, this was Hannon's first outdoor conference meet appearance. Head coach Zach Kindler says Hannon has bounced back from the injury and became a leader on the team.
Well, I mean, points alone, Aaron does a great job, but, there's so much more to Aaron than just points. He's the type of guy that I think, even as a freshman, other guys look up to. He's the type of guy that, he went through a pretty serious injury last year, a broken leg there, and so, he came back very committed this year. I think a lot of guys saw that, even the returner guys saw that, and wanted to definitely not only follow in his footsteps, but work out next to him and continue doing everything that they can and that he can to continue to improve the team, improve his marks for the national meets, and just overall great athlete.
The conference meet wasn't Hannon's first multi-event meet. He's participated in several different events throughout the year, including a trip to the indoor NAIA national meet where he competed in the heptathlon. Hannon talks about juggling all of the different events he participates in.
Basically, it's just mentally. I mean, that's what all I think of it is about because, the coaches put you in there for a reason, so they know you can do it, so you just got to go out there and do it.
Kindler says Hannon's hard work, knowledge for the sport, and passion contribute to his success in multiple events.
His overall ability to pick things up is just tremendous. We can sit there and talk about one thing, and then the next day he's got it. And that's what's great about him. That's why he is so successful.
Hannon's next big challenge is the NAIA Outdoor National Meet coming up in about 2 weeks. He will compete in the multi-event decathlon and in the 4x100-meter relay alongside teammates Kome Okiyama, Trevor Gleason, and Richie Bryant. He has high goals for himself.
I'm hoping to be an All-American in the decathlon is what I'm looking forward to.
Hannon says he enjoys hanging out and watching TV, playing video games, and doing homework on his spare time. He can be described as quiet and a hard worker.
I didn't even know Aaron could talk when I first met Aaron. He's a pretty quiet guy. He's very outgoing in the athletic mind of it. It's he'll do anything we ask him to. He'll work harder than what we can ask him to. Definitely on the track, he shows that as well too.
Hannon is a sophomore academically, but freshman athletically. He is an exercise science major and has high hopes after graduation.
I hope to either coach or go on and do physical therapy or sports medicine.
Kindler says he has confidence in the remainder of Hannon's season and the remainder of Hannon's career.
I think he can definitely be top 8 at the national meet. His points right now, I think he's sitting around 5th place in the nation. And so I think that this year, if we can get top 8 out of him, is definitely great. But I see, in the next 3 years that he can have a great shot at being a national champion.
Hannon will look to make a run at the NAIA Outdoor Championships May 22nd through 24th in Edwardsville, Illinois. From Listen Stadium, I'm Kelsey Epperson, KNBU TV.
Thanks, Kelsey. I took a closer look at the conference track meet.
Both the men's and women's track teams did an outstanding job this past weekend at the conference meet, finishing in 3rd place.
The sound of the gun started the conference meet last weekend. The athletes have been training all year to compete at Central Methodist University.
Preparing for the meet's a year-long process. We started back in August with our distance runners, and we started in September with our track kids and preparing our off season and preparing up to this meet.
Expectations were set high for the women's team after a third-place finish in indoor, and the men's team was definitely set on raising their conference standing.
We probably would have been disappointed if we didn't get third again. I thought that maybe there's a shot that we might be able to move up maybe into a second spot there. But then on the guys' side, I really didn't know. It was anywhere from 4th, 5th, 6th place.
After the first day of competition, the women were sitting well in third and men were sitting fifth.
Day one, I was excited. We set up to where we needed to be on both teams to definitely be in contention for third place for both.
Day two brought 5 event champs, 38 all-conference marks, 6 national qualifying marks, and 4 school records.
And with everybody in that type of competition, your adrenaline gets fired up. You get pumping pretty good, and so that's what happens at those types of meets. And that's what's fun about it.
The Wildcats left the meet with 2 third-place plaques and a new Women's Coach of the Year.
This has been Alex Dingman for KNBU TV.
Well, hopefully the track team can just keep on improving, maybe get first next year on both sides.
We'll see. Moving on, we're going to revisit one story from earlier on in last semester about a young golfer named Kevin Lane who's had 3 holes in one.
It is here, at Overland Park Golf Course, that a 10-year-old has done something truly unbelievable. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. Kevin Lane has accomplished a lot in his short 10 years, particularly in his golf game. As a 5th grader at Ascension Elementary School in Overland Park, Kansas, Lane has hit 3 holes in one over the past 15 months at the OP Par 3 course, making him one of the top golfers on the Midwest Junior Golf Tour.
I have 3, which is 135, and 6 and 7, which 6 is 75 yards and 7 is 100.
Lane said that while he is most proud of his 3rd hole-in-one since it was the longest of the 3 holes, his first one meant the most to him.
First one, I couldn't see it when it went up, but I knew it was close. So I got up there, couldn't find it. The other guys thought it was over the green. I looked in the hole and it was there.
Statistically, Golf Digest pegs an amateur's chances at getting an ace at roughly 12,000 to 1. But depending on the source, those chances could be even slimmer. So you can imagine Lane's father's reaction upon getting the message his son had just hit his 2nd in 1 week.
Well, the second one, I used a 7-iron. I knew I was going to be long, but it took 1 bounce on the green. It luckily hit the pin and went in. And when I called my dad, he didn't believe it. I had to leave him a message, and he didn't believe it.
In the past 4 years, Lane has racked up 5 tournament wins, including the Vinzant Memorial Tournament 3 times and the Fred Arbanis Invitational once. This past year, he even posted a 1-under 26 at the Overland Park links to clinch the trophy. While all these achievements would most likely satisfy even the best of amateur golfers, Lane dreams even bigger.
Winning a big tournament and beating Tiger Woods.
While those dreams are certainly a few years away, his 3 aces certainly have people talking. Lane will devote the next 2 months to his basketball career, but as sure as the weather's getting colder, he will be back out here in February working on his golf game. Impressed and humbled, from Overland Park, Kansas, Chris Smith, KNBU TV.
Well, Alex, I think the only question left about Kevin Lane is, do they make the old green jacket and what would it be, like a 24 slim? Something like that?
I don't know. Tiger better watch out, though. That's for sure. He's coming for him. Well, I hope everybody enjoyed this week's sports segment. It's been fun this semester doing sports here, going on location here in the soccer net, doing all sorts of things like that, and it's going to be fun next year as well. We'll still be around, still kicking it. We'll be going right back to the station.
Looking forward to next fall.